Hey man, have a seat and let's continue where we left off. Count off. One, one, one. Okay, because of the last episode that they are valuable, so they are not just numbers. Shifu, 99 call, so all 99 members are most likely here and accounted for, sir. Hey you, yeah, you, the second one from my right. Sir, yes sir. Here, a birthday present for you. What? Shifu, I didn't know that you knew all of our birthday. What a kind heart you have. Shifu, you are more man than will ever be, sir. I'm really sorry, but it's not my birthday. Lazy says, a cop who disrespects others soon feel the disciplinary bite of an elder. That present isn't for you, it's for your younger brother's wife's younger brother. Tell him I said hi, and happy birthday, won't you? Yes, sir. Is that true? Or is just bluffing? Shifu, I can't believe you remember that much about each of us. Shifu, I'm so moved that I can't stop crying. I should probably leave them to their alone time. Alright, meeting's over everyone. Head for your post. Dismiss. Sir. Yo, were you guys there the whole time? I got a call from Shihna and she's already filled me in. It sounds like you're out to get in my way again. I have absolutely no intention of interrupting your investigation. I simply request that you grant me permission to investigate the Alabastian embassy. And what if I say no? Agent Lang, this man is my subordinate. As I have received permission from the ambassador, he is to be extended the same rights. Sorry sis, but it's not that simple. Alabas has the strictest immigration regulation in the world. Or didn't you know? Even among my elite men, about only half of them are admitted into the country. Besides, any more cooks in the kitchen and we might spoil the soup. If you get what I mean. How dare you make such assumption? Don't take this the wrong way, but I thought I was in charge of Alabas, Miss Panagarma. Look, try to understand, okay? Things over in Alabas are a bit of a mess right now. What do you mean by a bit of a mess? No one told you? We had an incident in Alabas as well. This is what we call a decision based on the investigation, Mr. Prosecutor. Look, Wolfie, just let us in already. Is there a problem here, Agent Lang? Who the hell is that guy? Not really, just having a discussion about whether or not to let this guy in. Ambassador Alba, I ask that you please allow these people to join the investigation. Having a debate because of my country? I'm terribly sorry for placing you good people in that kind of situation. It is all because I lack the strength to govern well. Please, it is nothing of the sort, Ambassador. You weakling carcass curse your virility and inability to affect change in your country. What are you? The thing is, investigation conducted in my country been under Agent Lang. And it is my judgment that in order to minimize disruption in the investigation, I should leave everything up to Agent Lang. There you see? Oh, no way. Oh. Ambassador Alba, I ask you to please reconsider letting them into Alabas. What's that? My very own secretary has been murdered in the Babble's embassy, and he was apparently caught up in some very shady dealings completely unbeknownst to me. So I ask you for your cooperation in our investigation. These aren't much, but I hope they can cover your travel expense to Bubble someday. Alright, I get it. Even if you beg Ambassador Alba, I still have to give the final, okay? Anyway. Alright, you hear that, Mr. Richard? We're in. Not so fast, my little Grogal. You're still a witness in the Bubble murder. So I'd like you to please stay in the Republic of Bubble. Detective Gumshoe, please take good care of Kay for me. Yes, sir. Sounds good to me. The fewer troublemakers, the better. I don't know what rasp means. Hey, Mr. Richard. Yes? So I wanted to ask for a while now, but that lady over there, is she who I think she is? Ah, that's right. I didn't introduce the two of you yet. Francisca von Karma, the prosecutorial prodigy. It's nice to see you again. Oh, neat. You're the whip lady. You may address me as Miss von Karma. Miss von Karma, I left the investigation of Albus in your hands. Thanks. Rest assured, I will smart both the smuggling ring and the Yatagaras. The smuggling ring, huh? Perhaps I shall ask Francisca a bit more about them before I head into Albus. Ah, and I mustn't forget to thank Ambassador Palino for all that he has done for me. Oh, that's Trevor Palino. Ambassador Palino, I mean that. No, it's nothing. Because it's about all I can do for you, I'm afraid. I only ask that you please bring Menace Killer to justice. I will, Ambassador, on my own. Wow, you're so sensational. You really piqued my curiosity. I know there aren't much, but now that there's a plane above my roof right. Okay, I think they're gone. I know there aren't much, but now that I'm giving them to you wholeheartedly. No, that's quite alright. Oh well, how about this then? Oof. Jet ink, and what exactly is it? It's fountain pen ink, known as Bubbles ink. It's made exclusively in Bubble. So this is Bubbles ink. We make it from white crystal oil, which is mined through our mineral mines. Please accept this ink. One dip of your fountain pen in this, and you can write for hours in your organizer. How fortunate for me, the ink in my pen just happened to have run out. I gladly accept your gracious gift. Great, wonderful. I guarantee to you that writing with our ink is an unforgettable experience, and since we don't export it, if you run out, you're always welcome to come and visit our fair nation. Talk about cornering the customer along the market. He smiled. I'm gonna ask Francisca less. Okay, I'm glad you are not hurt, but please refrain to such recklessness, alright? What if I had run into the Yatagaras? You could have been killed. Sorry to make you worry like that. I'll be more careful from now on. Good girl, it's good to conduct some self-reflection every once in a while. It's funny, you know, when I talk with you, Mr. Richard, it's like I'm talking with my father. Whoa, is that so? Do I really seem that old to her? Yo, Detective Gumshoe, I'm counting on you to keep Case safe. Yes, sir, you just leave everything to me, sir. And don't worry, I'll take good care of Gummy for you. We'll go investigate into the bubble setup things together. Right, Kay? That's right, Gummy. All they're missing is the last touch. Maybe I can be the one? Alright. Let's go. You've made so much progress in your investigation in such a short period of time. It's truly amazing. Agent Hicks, whose help I had requested, was cut down before he completed his task. There is no room for further failure in my perfect investigation. In spite of that, I believe you are able to obtain some insight to the ring, correct? It was nothing. I simply made some deduction based on the smuggled item I was following. You mean the Bubbles ink? But why are there restrictions of the export of Bubbles ink to begin with? That's classified Interpol import. Francisca, as your subordinate, I'm part of your investigation. Don't you think it would be beneficial if I was as well in pharmacy? Point taken. Very well, I'll fill you. Recently, we discovered some very well-made counterfeit bills circulating in Zengpa. Counterfeit bills? Yes, as you may have deduced, the counterfeits are being made with Bubbles' special Bubbles ink, and it's virtually impossible to distinguish bills made with Bubbles ink from real ones. Thus, it was only natural for Interpol to keep an eye on the Republic of Babel. Used in counterfeiting. That's where this document comes into play, correct? Correct. Mr. Cochin was smuggling large amounts of Bubbles ink. Furthermore, he was charged with running the embassy's printing equipment. That's all the evidence I need to know that he was the head of the smuggling thing. However, there remains one tiny problem. Let me guess, you still have yet to find the counterfeit bills or the smuggled thing. Yes, and while we're listing things, I might as well add the counterfeit plates to the pile. Since we haven't been able to locate any of these items in the Bubbles embassy, we're looking into the Alabastan embassy next. It doesn't matter where they're hidden. Mark my words, I will find them. Well, shall we get going? What's wrong, Kay? I didn't get permission to enter Alabas, so we're going to gather whatever info we can over in Bubbles said, okay? Alright, I'm counting on you. Right, and I'm counting on you, Miss Von Karma, to sniff out clues in Alabas. Oh, and Mr. Richard, if you happen to come across my phone, you let me know, okay? If you tell me, I'll rush on over straight away, no matter where you are. I'll let you know when the time comes. Huh. This is weird. Go! Ooh, what do you think you're doing to my subordinate? You're Larry. Gee, oh, thank the heavens you're here. I'm in a really big pickle, your lordship. The raven, it appeared, poof, and then disappeared, swoosh. And though I am the steel samurai, my sword it. Wow, I'm so confused, I don't know what anything means anymore. Who is this fruitcake? I am Larry, of the House of Bots, married man of New Old Tokyo, my lady. Now I remember, this person is one of your friends, isn't he, Miles? Yes, frighteningly enough, he is. Hey, what's up with that answer? Your best bud is in a bind and you act like it's no big deal. What sort of bind are we talking about here? The suspect guy. I accidentally became a suspect in murder. I see, that is quite the bind. Not that we're in the least bit surprised. Yes, I pretty much expected this news. From the instant I saw this unlucky face. His name is Larry Butts. I've known him since grade school, and for as long as I've known him, he has been the world's largest source of trouble with a capital T. Hey, what kind of introduction is that? You're so mean, Eggy. If you're not careful, you might find your tiny number of friends go down by one. That was uncalled for. Besides, you're... Wait, hold on. Larry! It was you! You're the one who wrote my Steel Samurai autograph? Oh, you did notice earlier? I've been winking at you through my headpiece. What's going on? And why are you betrayed? Sorry, but could you not speak to me right now? Oh, sorry, am I interrupting your comical yet melodramatic play? Aha, so this is the incident you mentioned earlier. Mr. Prosecutor, this man, this childhood friend of yours, is our prime suspect. Of what you ask? For the murder of a man who had snuck into this embassy. Must the mask do? Must the mask do? Must the mask is the thief of that narcissist guy. But It's not the nurse's guy who is the mask, but it's the pretty boy, I guess. In that case, in the original trilogy, only Larry could get himself into yet another mess as fine as this. But no matter what the facts seem to say, Larry's not the type to commit murder. Still, it's a rather daunting start of misfortune extract. I have to prove that Larry Butts is innocent of all wrongdoing. Shifu, we've identified the victim. Good work, I'll take that report now. Agent Lang, would you mind if I took a peek at it as well? What did I tell you earlier, Mr. Prosecutor? Don't get in my way. There's only enough pleasure to fit one wolf, and that one is me. So no, you may not take a peek. But Agent Lang... Oh, my boy. Black coat. No, wait a minute. Is what case seeing the man who's running into the Cochen's room is bad? Oh my god, if that's true then. Ooh, that's bad. Agent Lang, will you allow investigators such as myself to take a look? Ah, yes, of course. You let the detective see the file. You're Detective Baaack. You're the prosecutor, Mr. Ritual, right? Fancy meeting you here, detective. You weren't expecting me? Ever since that day, 7 years ago, I've chased after the Yatagarasu non-stop. I even pressured Interpol into keeping me in the loop in a case a card was ever found. What incredible detection of the case. Okay. Detective Baaack knows the Itagarasu MO very well, and his passion for the chase hasn't died down in these 7 long years. It's something I can respect. But Detective Baaack, I must ask, are you going to make an ally out of this prosecutor? My only goal is to arrest the Itagarasu. If I can get to the bottom of this case, then I'm willing to share info with him. I'm in your debt, Detective Baaack. Yo, what's up? Detective Baaack, I'm wondering, oh no. He doesn't care anymore. Wait a minute. It looks like nothing about you has changed in these 7 years, huh? Daughter of one karma, you're still just a sapling of a prosecutor, so... if you know that I've already gone into a stately tree of a prosecutor. Is that right? Is he just staying with Francisca? He seems to be enjoying this quite a bit. He's the only one who always put Francisca in her place. About the murder of the mask too, would you be willing to fill me in on a few of the details? When the Yatagarasu showed up, Agent Lang and I took ourselves off court duty and put ourselves in charge of directing things at this crime scene. Taking advantage of the chaos, the mask too, he broke into this embassy. Probably to steal some treasure or another. And I suppose he lost his wife when he was forced to fight someone else in this room. Why exactly was that man placed under arrest, detective? That samurai? He was born looking suspicious, but not for the reason you suspect, I assure you. As you can plainly see, he is completely harmless. Well, it was just a random guess. It's not like he's actually under arrest. Tonight here at the Alabastian Embassy, Ambassador Alba was to give commemorative speech, and that's when the Yatagarasu showed. But keep in mind, the Yatagarasu isn't who I'm talking about right now. Those seats for the guests who had been called to sit in them were empty. A no-show? Who was it that failed to take their seat? The Steel Samurai. Until the speech was to begin, each member of the entire Steel Samurai family was to wait in a separate room. However, for some weird reason, that man was spotted in a different location than his assigned room at that time. And where was he? He was on the roof, with one of his legs down into the chimney. The chimney leads directly into this room. Larry Butts, you really outdone yourself this time. What are you thinking? In any case, I believe it's high time for me to start my investigation. Okay, let's do this again. Larry, there are a few things I need to ask you about. Hey, how about that? I quite a few things I've got to ask you too. What is it? It's like both you and him. How is it that the three of you always manage to have some cute or hot girl by your side? And Francie, what about the promise you made to me? Promise? What promise? The one where you said you would model for my next book, Francie Whippity Whip Trip. Yo, I made no such promise. Ever since grade school, we had a certain saying about Larry. When something smells, it's usually the buds. One need to look no further than this man to find the king of troublemakers. Yo, what the hell is this? Oh, he's the Steel Samurai. I want you to answer this for me, Larry, and depending on the answer, I may let you live. The Steel Samurai that was up there on the stage. Was that really you? Yep, sure was. Larry! You! Steel Samurai, sushi swag! I was moved by the performance of this man. This completely useless, worthless punk. I fear I may never recover from this. And Larry understands. Oh, he doesn't care about that. He's enjoying the last. Is that? Oh, he doesn't know about this statue either. Okay, let's go. As I recall, aren't you calling yourself Lars Deonim? No? That's Deonim. Lars Deonim. Get that stuck in your head. I don't know if I spelled it right. Ow. No, I remember. You're that rude, pale imitation of a real artist. No, you got it all wrong. I gave up on that whole Lars business. Besides, when Banjolina left me and my heart in pieces, that's when Mindy walked into my life. She's been so good to me that I wanted to help her in some way. And I figured I could through this Steel Samurai outfit. Your inane blathering makes me less and less sense each time we met. I believe he's saying that he picked up this part-time job as the Steel Samurai so that he may attempt to capture the heart of actors who play the Pink Princess. You got it. I know you know what I mean, Edgy. Not really. It's not so much as I understood, but a simple deduction based on your usual modus operandi, Larry. That means you understand me, you know. Larry, I'd like you to confess right now to everything you did tonight. Confess? Hey, don't tell me you suspect me too. Nonsense. I don't believe you have the mental acuity needed to plan and execute a murder. However, we are talking about you here, so I find it hard to believe that nothing happened. For past experience taught me that you are always the center of some insane event. Edgy, how can you be so mean, stabbing me with your words like that? Unfortunately, I don't have time to search out a key to unlock your heart this time. So I just suggest you cooperate and tell me what you know. Okay, I get it. You stopped Frenzy from whipping me from behind. So, I guess you know what I did, right, Edgy? I can't even begin to imagine, however. I imagine that whatever you were up to was probably beyond my imagination. So you will tell me exactly what you did, Larry. Nope, not yet, Edgy. I'll take more than that to loosen my lips. A lot more. Confess now. Okay, well, I was up on the roof. And why exactly were you up there? Oh, you know, that winter costume and the legendary hero. Legendary hero? Santa Claus. Santa Claus. I wanted to do the thing he does, so I climbed up to one of the chimneys. But when I got there was smoke pouring out of the chimney. And, well, I couldn't go down the chimney with the smoke coming up, right? So I gave up. Larry, you do realize that Santa Claus does not exist, right? Of course I know. I did graduate from junior high, you know. Then you should also understand this. Santa was real, he would be the biggest unlawful trespasser in history. Oh crap! It is your attempt to imitate Santa that has landed you as a prime suspect in this murder. Come on, man. What's wrong with pretending to be Santa? Let's start with the fact that it will be the ideas of March murder of ours. Santa only visits home on December 24th. That's in December, you nitwit. No. Hey, wait a second. We're not in court. The statue again. There was the exact same statue sitting in the public office we examined. Its primitive statue, it was national treasure of the Principality of Cordovia. There was only one of the statue, meaning that one of the two is a replica. But both Alabas and Bubble claim to have the real thing. What an incredibly childish fake to have. Look and credit. It's primitive statue. There was one of these on a published site as well. I hear it's very valuable and made of pure gold. It was the national treasure of Cordovia. There was only one of these statues, meaning that one of the two is a replica. But both Alabas and Bubble claim to have the real thing and won't budge from their claim. What an incredibly childish fact to hide. Okay. Yes, I've done this. The counterpart to the published butterfly is the alabaster flower. The butterfly and flower, they're both lovely things. But can we interpret this to mean that Albus provide honey to Bubble? Francisca, can you come up with more meaningful or profound comment? Very well then, let's hear what sort of profound comment you can come up with. Well, flowers cannot survive without the butterflies that spread their pollen. And the butterflies cannot live without the nectar that flowers provide. If either one were to disappear from the equation, neither will survive. How was that, Miss Von Karawa? Your explanation took so long that I nearly fell asleep. Well, let's continue the investigation. Francisca, why can't you just admit I had something there? They really are siblings. There was almost the exact same wall mount for the knives on the bubbly side. But I can't see any of the details from this distance. Okay, let's get close. There are some weapons on display on this wall, a crossbow and underhead, a set of knives bearing a flower motif. They must be the counterparts to the Babble's knife, which means that the blades inside these scarabs should match the blade used to kill Mr. Kochen. Okay, let's see the blade. These are the counterparts to the Babble's knife. The blades of this knife should match. Okay, what? Oh, one of the knives is missing its blade. Let's see if the two pieces of the blade handle fit each other. It will appear that they fit together quite well, almost seamlessly. Then this means that an alabaster knife did find this way into Bubble. But how? What is that plan supposed to be? Francisca, can you say that it's supposed to be a likeness of Ambassador Alba? Malzachov, as a subordinate, you have a lot of nerve telling me what to think. I look forward to your assessment next one. You are deluding yourself, you think that you have any control over that. What can I deduce from this? Okay, the broken spear. It's the still samurai spammer weapon, the samurai spear. Isn't it awesome? I totally fell for this thing. It's a slick and shiny just like my heart. It comes at you like whoosh. When you hold it, you just wanna live life like bam. You do well to watch what you say, Larry. Although it is just Larry, as Larry says, the spear is quite the symbol of valor. However, speaking of spears, aren't you supposed to use them by thrusting the point straight into your opponent? I'm not entirely confused. The spear is up to the test. What's wrong, Eiji? You're just staring off into the distance. Oh, I get it. Tell you what, I'll tell the studio to make you one, okay? But this one's mine. Just anything about one thing more? Maybe I can shut him up if I show this the piece of evidence that will find something out about this bear. Not yet, I guess, because I don't really have anything about the spear. Yes, nothing. Oh, what the hell? I accidentally pressed that. Why is there a weapon on display in a place like this? I wonder why there are no whips on display here. Okay, I can spot absolutely no difference between this primitive statue and Bubbles. The statue face looks a bit like that costume hero you love so very much. Only wonder why Americans have such an affinity for this kind of face. The statue wasn't made by an American, you know? At least, I don't suppose so. Alright, what about the knife? The handle on the knife was made to be removable. The killer tried to make this look like a bubbleless knife by switching the two handles, which means that there must be some reason behind that action. What about one of this missing thing? There's a striking flower ornament on the handle of this knife. Compared to the bubbleless knife's handle, this larger one gives Olivas more presence. Why one of it is missing? Well, we're gonna see you later, I guess. Alright, let's try this one. If it doesn't work, then
Eureka!
oh no. Alright, I guess we need to investigate more. Okay, the photo here. The person shaking hands with the steel samurai in this picture is Ambassador Alba. It was taken just before the murder. The steel samurai must be very popular. They're even using the national treasure as backdrop. I just don't understand what exactly is so great about Top Knot there. Clearly there is a depth into this show that a young person like you can fathom. Speaking of young people, aren't young children the target audience of this show of costume heroes characters? You don't understand, Francisca. What? The one using helmet. Oh, I see. The hand position, I think. That's correct. There is clearly a contradiction here. Yes, I believe you're right. Clearly, it's right in your logic. Oh no, it's wrong. That sure look like fun, AG. Well, it's not. Okay. Maybe I was wrong. Oh shit. Maybe I need to investigate the chimney too. There's a sword, a flower. Let's see. It's a fireplace, and by the looks of it, I don't think it's been used recently. Yes, I can say that I see anything unusual about it. Two gorgeous flowers are in full bloom here. I'm sure flowers as lovely as this must have been equally as lovely named. Malsetro, are you done staring? I shall hardly think passion flowers are all that rare. Passion flowers? That's a rather unusual name. It was named by a priest in the 15th century for the Passion of Christ. As they say, learn something new every day. Okay, I guess. So this is the victim, the mask too. What is with his gaudy outfit? You don't know about the mask? A few months ago, this thief caused a lot of havoc on the populace. So, these thieves separate from the Yatagarasu? I thought they were for a while because their ammo and targets were different. The mask likes high-value trinkets and jewels, and being gaudy is his signature. Yamshu was in charge of that investigation, so he knows more about the mask. That's alright, all I probably hear are the tales of his failures and you haven't changed a bit, I see. In any case, let's get started here, shall we? Okay, the katana. So this is the murder weapon in this case. There's blood on the blade. It's rather sweeping sword, isn't it? What did you expect? It's still Samuel's daddy's secondary weapon. I only called it his secondary because although he uses his sword in the most of his battle, it's his trusty samurai spear that he turns into a real fight. You sure know quite a bit about the Steel Samurai. That's only because I saw the stage show earlier. The owner of the sword is the Steel Samurai. Or in other words, Larry. I shall probably ask him about it, as detrimental it is, proving him innocent. There's not a single shred of fashion sense in the mask custom. Well, at least I can appreciate the great effort he must have put into making it. You two don't know? You can buy this costume almost anywhere. It's being sold? Since when? Since around New Year's, the streets are practically flooded with them. Turns out the mask is a lot more popular than I thought it would be. I can't believe that foolish fool would dress in fool's clothing and to act foolishly. You got your point about three foolish suspects, Francisca. I thought that the mask had quit the business. This guy is just a copycat using the name. A phony successor. He's just another petty thief. His real identity is an out-of-work guy by the name of Kashino. He's 29 and wanted on narcotics charges. For his clothes and what he was carrying, we determined that this guy is the real Damasto. The cause of death appears to be the loss of blood from the back of his head. It seems that he was struck with something very hard. In other words, he was bludgeoned to death. Yeah, I guess you can see that. What is he holding? It looks like a piece of paper from a notepad. It will appear that direction to show which this room were written by hand. There's something written on the back as well. I'd like you to steal the pyramid statue in this room. What is that supposed to mean? Who writes a note to themselves like that? If I had to guess from the text, I would say that this is actually a request from someone about what to steal. Just who is the person that requested the theft, the pyramid statue? Oh, I suppose this was the wrapping cloth the mask too used to carry stolen goods, but there's nothing wrapped in it now. I guess he can never did manage to get his hand whatever it was he was out to steal. Okay, I guess we've checked everything. I guess I have to talk to you, big guy. You did some investigating over the Babylon's embassy too, right? I did. Is there a problem? Lang Zi says, a wolf who aims to hunt for 2 rabbits at once. I believe the idiom you require is he who runs after 2 hares will catch neither. Huh, a real wolf can catch 4. I see, so what are you trying to say, seeing as how I currently handle 2 cases? Suit yourself, don't say I didn't want you. Okay, what did you have to say? No matter how hard you try, will never be a necessity in our Sifu's investigation. Is that a fact? But no matter how good he is bound to overlook something. If you insult our Sifu, then prepare to be punished. Oh, and how exactly would you punish us? Every investigator under Sifu's command will work to disrupt your investigation. Vindicative much? Okay, I guess we'll have to ask Larry about something. Larry, about the samurai sword that was used as the murder weapon. Oh, that? Well, I shook hands with the ambassador in this room, you know. Yes, apparently you did. And well, I totally forgot about it and left it behind when I left afterwards. When I talk about shock, I was the most shocked overall when I heard it killed someone. Shocked! Foolish fool looking especially foolish for foolishly stating such foolish excuse. You forget to take something that big with you. Who would believe such a thing? Sorry, Miss Von Karma, but I believe him. Because if anyone could forget something like that, it would be Larry. Edgy, you believe me. I just knew that our friendship is something special. Anyway, even if Larry had simply forgotten the sword and left it behind, that in no way clears his name, which means that I will have to prove his innocence from a different angle. Oh, I guess this wasn't the thing to prove his spear. What about this? Oh hey, it's the Steel Samurai. I want you to answer this for me, Larry, and depending... Oh. We already talk about it. Hey, that's an official statue, huh? What? You want me to do it? Oh, you have no idea how many fans asked that to me. What are you prattling on about? Steel Samurai, sushi slice. How was that? I bet it sent shiver up your spine. Ah, I let myself get caught up being a spectator. How could I defend myself? Okay, he did not. Okay. What kind of contradiction that I can use in this? The contract butterfly is Alabastine flower. Butterfly and flower, they both lovely things, but we can interpret this to mean that Alabas forgot time to bubble. If I already have that conversation, do I have to talk to to her. What exactly is that hideous special force best of a costume he's wearing supposed to be? I feel like I've seen it somewhere before, but there's something different about it than what I remember. The costume is from very first Steel Samurai. It's a live-action superhero show on television beloved by children and adults alike. The Steel Samurai's weapon, the Samurai Spear, and it is within the Samurai Spear that he performs his special attacks, which enthrall all who watch them in action. You seem to know quite a bit. No, not at all. In any case, Francisca, I believe the samurai you're familiar with is the second one, the Nickel Samurai, which was part of that case last year. Do you recall that case? Yes, I remember. Although I much rather it stay buried in the depths of my mind. Not that I blame her, she was shot during the course of that trial. I fear she may still be suffering great trauma over the shooting. Anyway, that aside, it looks like the Steel Samurai is suspect this time. Yes, although that's because of who is inside the costume rather than the character. That's right. If he is the Steel Samurai, Sachor, have you been in shock over something this whole time? No, I'm not in shock over anything. I wanted to forget that I had received the Steel Samurai autograph from Mary, but the autograph, the drawing the Steel Samurai spear, and the caricature of his face. Why did he waste so much time on the most useless part of the autograph? Hey, Edgy, did she say something? No, I didn't say anything. What if I show you the autograph? No. I've only just arrived in this room myself, which is why I needed to investigate some more. Yes, I agree. Our priority should be on understanding what the current situation is. Of course, I was planning to do that from the very beginning. In that case, hurry up, start the investigation of it. I will, so let's get started. And what happened here is I'll start by gathering much information as I can. Yes, that's what I was trying to do too. It's a statue of the founder of Kodapia Pyramids, because it's the national treasure I hope that only a few are allowed to access to it. That's exactly right, even we're not allowed to touch it. Not without the ambassador's permission anyway. If we lay even a single finger on it, bam, it's an instant jail time. Understood. So is that pressure of a national treasure that a single touch can lead to arrest? And yet I sense that there is something off about the statue. What is the source of this unease I feel? Oh, I guess, yes, finally. I think we're gonna have the evidence we needed. Look at this photo. Tell me what you find out about the scene, Miss Von Trapp. The apparent joy on Ambassador face as he shakes the top-knot hand. That's not it. I was trying to point out that the statue in the photo is facing a different way. Oh, that's right. Oh, I was just, shooting stray bullet because, it clued me in that I should show the photo, but I know what I was doing. That's what I was doing. She is a national treasure. As such, only an ambassador or secretariat level person is allowed to handle it. The fact that the statue is facing one way in this photo, and now it's facing a different direction in this perceived crime scene, is proof that someone touched the statue around the time of the crime. Come on. Oh my god. What happened? Oh, nothing, I guess. 25 asked Larry about it. Oh no. It's not on logic, so it's the What if we detective it? I'm wondering if my crew will tell us something about this. What do we need to investigate again? Before the murder of the clock, there was a grandfather clock just like one earlier in the Babylon's embassy. You know, symmetry is finding, but the inferior design is really suffers for it. Really? I think this clock actually fits the decor of this room quite well. I suppose the wood does suit all natural atmosphere in this room. Its design and the material is made of strikes a good balance with the plants. Hey, you too. No, it's not the time to be talking about interior decorating, you know? Hurry up and save me. Be quiet. Ah, this all part of my elite investigation. All you need to do is quiet and watch. Actually, I do believe there is 1 point for once. Oh, what is that one supposed to be? We've already talked about that. Oh, there's nothing we can deduce right now. Oh, there's still something. I guess the spear. Eureka! Larry, about this spear. Oh, are you feeling it? Bam! I thought there was something strange about this spear. Tell me, Larry, is it just me, or is the spear a bit bent? What? No, it's exactly as it was. I have here the autograph you read from me earlier. Now take a good look at this, which you drew with your own hands. You can see that spear is clearly a different shape. Ah! What do you have to say to that? I'm sorry! When I hold the spear in my hands, all of a sudden I feel super powerful. And then, during practice, I was spinning it around and around. And then, it hit me, it hit the wall. You're unbelievable, this is an embassy. But I've always been like that, ever since I was a kid. One time, an overnight field trip, I bought a fake sword and played with it late that night. I'm just used to that hot-blooded man. Mary, clarify that for me, will you? Okay, so it's some field trip and I begin to see the fireworks. Not that what I mean you said earlier about spinning the spear hitting the wall. Oh, that is no biggie. It's not like I left a hole or anything. That's not why I'm asking, Larry. The samurai spear is made of metal. I somehow doubt that move as a simple spinning it around would cause it to bend. Man, Edgy, you're so naive. Where did that come from? Well, you keep calling it the samurai spear. It's not real. You can't really fight someone with it because it's hollow on the inside. You could hit it against practically anything and it will bend. Is that so? Don't tell me you thought it was real. It's your treat it like a child. Oh, but don't take it the wrong way. I just think that part of your personality is cute. Yeah, it is. I see. Your friendship truly is something special, no? I'll set you. Ah, that's not friendship. It's utter humiliation. I guess that's about to wrap up my investigation. That's... Yo, Pink Princess, how are you feeling? Still feeling ill? Maybe she is the suspect. Maybe it's Miss Yu and behind the Pink Princess. I got you, Yu. And yet another strange character comes out of the woodwork. And so the Pink Princess also come to pay Alabestian Embassy a visit. I believe I may need to speak with her as well. Miss Pink Princess, I have a few questions I'd like to ask you. Miss Pink Princess, if you'll please answer. It's Miss Yu, isn't it? Oh, no. Me. This must be what they call fate. How could this happen 2 days in a row? That's why the fan girl said that the Pink Princess movement was stiff. It was all back. What? Aren't you Miss Allback? Why are you so surprised? So you're the one they got to play the Steel Samurai. It's too bad I didn't realize that until now. You are acquaintance with Larry? Why yes, we worked at the same company for a little while, you know? That's why it's okay, my Ejipo. You don't need to be jealous. I was in the next room, you know, trying to get in some beauty sleep. But it was so noisy here that I could fall asleep, so I came over to complain. So imagine my shock when I saw my precious Ejipo waiting here for me. I mean, who could have imagined that you could ever come to show like this? I guess I've misjudged you, Ejipo. You misjudged him? I thought he was trying to avoid me, you know. That was no misjudgment on your part. That's precisely what I was trying to do. But looks like the winds have shifted and he's now willing to be chased after. I'm simply overwhelmed. Don't you worry, Ejipo. I chase you for forever to the ends of the earth. Isn't that just peachy? This is one of those rare times when Francisca and I actually see eye to eye. Oh my god. Oh no. We can't. She doesn't want that. No then, what are you doing? I thought you were working at Gate Waterland as the Pink Badger. What are you talking about? That was ages ago. That was yesterday. Look, I worked at Global Studios before, a long time ago, right? Well, they called me up this morning, kinda out of the blue actually. They called you? Apparently, the girl who plays the Pink Princess collapsed from a bad cold. It happened so suddenly, so they called me in to be her last-minute replacement. That must be you. Do they not have enough people on staff at that studio? I really couldn't say no, so here I am, playing the role of the hero. Instead of the Mindy girl, of that Mindy girl. But the poor girl, I feel bad for her, because they let me stand in for her. She's going to have terrible time at Shiratos. I mean, that exactly reading sunshine with and nothing on the important lesson to the girls who can say in the is an emperor, but because I thought they're really just a bunch of simpletons. You're rather lively already. So basically, you received the stand-in request this morning, correct? You got it. If you need to see it, I've got it right here. Look. It appears that she is telling the truth. I tell you, my fine acting moved the entire audience to tears. Because they're bored, maybe? Yes, tears of laughter, as I recall. But being famous has its problem too, you know. Here, take a look at this. It's a letter from a stalker. Wendy, I'll be descending from a lovely night. You know, there's some problem recording from this segment, so I have to record it again. So I'm gonna do it fast. Anyway, sorry to disappoint because my last recording, it got stuck too, so I don't want to make the same mistake twice. So I'm gonna re-record it just for you. Alright. I was just taking my break when I found it stuck under the door to my room. Honestly, you really have to watch out for these kind of things. Look what it says. Wendy, I'll be descending you from above tonight, your loving knight. How absolutely revolting. I mean, you think he could get my name right? There's no accent in my name. Wait, this horrible handwriting. Where have I seen this before? But now that you're here, Ejipo, I feel 100% safe, where do I factor into this? You bust that evil stalker man for my sake, won't you, Ejipo? Well, if you allow me the liberty to handle this in my own way, I'll gladly dispatch a detective to your house later. Oh, come on, Ejipo, stop being so dismissive and playing hard to get. What were you doing at the time of the crime? What crime? What? After the show was over, I had nothing but free time on my hands, so I used the fireplace in the room next door to keep my bed hip warm. Well, a murder occurred in the room right next to yours. Is that right? Oh, Ejipo, I'm so scared. Hold me, caress me. If you could please not cling to my personage. In any case, I take it then that you failed to show up at Ambassador Alba's speech. Oh, Dad, no, I didn't go. I mean, I may have the heart of a young tender maiden, but my body just refuses to cooperate at times. As soon as the show ended, my hips started acting up and got stiff. I couldn't move at all. Can you provide proof to your condition? Oh, just go ahead and ask the doctors in the infirmary. They're the ones who carried me from the theater all the way to this embassy. I have to admit that after not being able to leave that room is rather pleasant. Prosecutor von Karma, I brought the police dog as you requested, sir. Good work. You may leave now, officer. This dog. I requested the assistance of dog in our search for the Tagarasu. Looks like you guys have some pretty Baaack dogs in this country too. Hey, you're a real cutie, aren't you? Yeah, that's a good boy. That's the police dog Kamshu's been taking care of. I think its name is Missile. What a fitting name for a police dog that dashes out into and attacks. That action alone isn't exactly what's going to solve this case for us, you know. Now, Missile, I want you to find some clues. Go! Good dog, you really are quite Baaack, aren't you? Unlike a certain someone I know. Now, what do we have here? What is this? It looks like a small hot dog, but... wait, Francisca, isn't that an official samurai dog? No, pet Missile. He ate it. I wonder if it's alright for him to eat that. It's just meat substance for snake feeding the steel samurai. I'm sure he'll be fine. That's quite a bit of information you gathered there in a single quick glance. You should really be focusing on why there was a samurai dog there in the first place. It looked like that snake wasn't all Missile found. Oh, and what do we have here? It appears to be a lady's undershirt. I wonder if Ambassador Alba might have an interest in cross-dressing. I somehow doubt that. It doesn't look like that shirt would even fit him. A samurai dog and a lady's undershirt? What are these two items doing in a room like this? Given the circumstances, the lady's undershirt could only belong to one person. I suppose I should get this over with and ask the owner of that undershirt about it. Okay, let's show her this. The dialogue is gonna be funny. If you could please take a look at this brown colored undershirt. Oh, Ejipu, what's the meaning of it? Why did you steal that thing from my bags? All you had to do was ask, and I would have gladly given you as many as you like. Ugh, thanks, but no thanks. This shirt was found here at the crime scene. What? Come now, why don't you just confess and explain what it's doing here? I know nothing I tell you. What? Oh, I admit that I used the fireplace to dry that shirt, but I can't really help the fact that I had to, you know? Wearing that pink costume was being like a sound. And on top of that, I got fingered as a surfer. It's so cruel, Ejipo. Are you claiming that you never once set foot inside this room? Of course I am. If I had been the one to find the body, do you think I'd be as calm and relaxed as I am? Actually, it's almost for all of us. Tablet are missing, the camera sensing, the liar also. They're missing, speaking of missing, there's when another get me, I guess I'm purpose I don't deserve you, but I can't help it. Will you marry me? Honestly, man, these days. Well, I don't believe she is lying about her action, so I can safely assume she really was drying her shirt by the fireplace on her part, and somehow the undershirt managed to move the next room into this one. I assume the samurai dog was also yours. That brilliant mind of yours, you really can see through everything about it. And so the feeling of dread continues, but I suppose I should ask for more details. The samurai dog was yours, wasn't it? Oh, of course, I'm forever yours, my edgy Ejipo. If you could just stick to what I asked you. Edgy, are you and Miss Altec? No. You really don't change, do you? When will you learn how to take a joke? Anyway, that samurai dog wasn't mine. Those things are a present from the studio to the embassy. A present? The studio bigwig specifically told us to play delivery boys. We were supposed to hand the dogs off, then the embassy people, and tell them hi. I had to pile them all into the pushcart just to move them all. The studio guys should have delivered those things by themselves, right, Edgy? So did you deliver the samurai dogs to the embassy staff as per your instruction? Hey Edgy, don't just ignore me and my question. Aren't you going to stick up for me? About that. See, after the show, I went to rest a spell in the dressing room because of my bad hip, you know. And there they were. The samurai dogs were just sitting on the dressing room floor. I suppose you had to make preparation for disturbing them after the show. Well, if by preparation you mean sampling them as well. Excuse me? Oh, I tried one and thought they were actually quite good. Sorry, but I just had to find out. I know it was silly of me to think of this, but I figured that since they're for kids show, their taste was probably for kids too. But they were so good at that I couldn't stop. Before I went back to my room, I just had to help myself to half dozen or so boxes. As I sat there by a roaring fire, warming them and eating them, I thought, this is... Silence, judgment. What is it now? Oh, I know. I bet you want a box too, don't you? My edgy poo. Well, who am I to say no to you, but I'll only give you one. The rest are all for me. Looks like the lesson for today is that when the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess take off their masks, they transform into a pair of annoying troublemakers. Alright, let's logic this. Smoke from chimney. There is no trace of this room's fireplace being used. And your point is? Smoke was supposedly pouring out of the chimney connected to this fireplace. At least according to Larry, this is a contradiction of facts, is it not? Are you sure he wasn't just disoriented or something? Upon the truth, there is testimony from an investigator that puts Larry at this particular chimney. So no, I don't think it was a mistaken impression on Larry's part. On the other hand, the fireplace in the next room was being used at the time. Where do you suppose the smoke from that fireplace went? I see. So what you are proposing is this. The smoke that came out of the chimney was actually from Salt Bake's fire. So basically the fireplace of neighboring rooms share one chimney. Is that what you're implying? Precisely. The lady's undershirt that Misa found. Why are you getting all excited over holding onto a lady's undergarment? Malsatcher, you uncaught sea slug. If you know the owner of said undershirt, then hurry up and return it to her already. You have it all wrong. This is evidence. And the owner of this piece of evidence was in the room next door. And yet, despite that, Miss Al found it in the fireplace of this room. This lady's undershirt. Are you seriously claiming that it somehow passed through a solid brick wall? Not quite. The fireplace in this room is connected to a chimney. The other fireplace in the other room is also connected to the same chimney, leading us to the possibility that the two fireplaces are connected to each other. Perhaps a closer look at the back of the fireplace is in order. There is an X on the back of the wall in the fireplace. Let's see if I can get a better look at it. What in the... The wall separating this room's fireplace from the next room's fireplace apparently turns. As I suspected, this fireplace does indeed connect this room to the neighboring room. The neighboring room? There appears to be nothing particular about the next room, but the fact that there is nothing special about the next room isn't what's important. It's the fact there is a secret passageway to this room's fireplace. So the suspect may come in that place, I guess. We now know that the fireplace connects the two rooms, but how exactly is that significant? You aren't going to suddenly name the old lady as the Master's killers now, are you? No, she couldn't have moved at all because of her stiff hip, so she could not have been the one. Unfortunately, I believe that this fireplace has nothing whatsoever to do with the Master's murders. Oh, so what is it then? It will appear that the answer has made itself known. You're making quite a confident face there, Mr. Prosecutor. Bring it on. I'm ready to counter any argument you may have. Very well then, if you're prepared. I'll show you exactly where my deduction had led me. Good, I'm counting on you, Edgy. Leave it to me, Larry. My first attack will be to expose your lie for what it really is. Ma, lie! I know that there's still something you are keeping from the rest of us. What's wrong with you? Why is it you won't believe me no matter what I say, Edgy? Curse, I should just hurry up and die already if that's how it's gonna be. I'll confess to every murder in the whole world and then kill myself and throw everything into mass confusion. If you guys hearing something weird in the background, it might be some blender, a mixer. It's how the English say it, I think. Huh, you met some wonderful friends as a child, I see. Larry, I only have one thing to say to you. Even if you make that face at me, it's no use. A man who is ready to die is a strong-willed, Larry, it doesn't matter what sort of heart-brain trouble you've caused. I only ask that you do not lie to me. If you cause an innocent person to be judged unfairly because of some insipid lie, I will never forgive you. Edgy. Also, allow me to say that I consider it to be among the innocent in this case, and that I will draw the killer out. You can trust me on this. Alright, this time I'll tell you the whole truth, okay? What happened? What didn't happen? The works. Just what happened will do. Now then, if you will please testify as to what you did up on the roof tonight. Look at Larry's eye. It's hilarious. After the show, I left the pushcart in the rose garden and came into the embassy. Then they took a picture of me shaking hands with the ambassador. After that, and until my next appearance, I had some free time, so I wandered around. That's when I spotted the chimney. A chimney like that is a rare thing, So then, I wanted to play Santa, and decided to give it a try. Larry, I thought I just finished telling you to not lie anymore. But it's kinda ultra embarrassing. And what exactly is so ultra embarrassing that you can tell me? LG, man, I just said it was embarrassing, so of course I can just blurt it out. So you're just gonna have to reason it out of me. As your superior, I command you to hurry up and expose this man's lie. I have every intention to, for I am not about to let us waste time on this such a trifling matter. Okay, I've played this one before, so if I'm not mistaken, you're just gonna press the last one and object to it. It's just this one that I've come to play. After that, I saved it because it was late at the time. Maybe because the memory is full. You suddenly wanted to play Santa? Oh well, actually I dressed up as a Santa once before already. That was done. I appreciate if you don't dress up and such an unnecessary memories for me. That was when Hatchet becoming a suspect. Sounds like you guys share a lot of history. A perk to being childhood friends, huh? Besides, it's not a felony to dress up and play Santa, Santa doesn't go around and killing people after he comes down the family chimney after all. Actually, is it worth delving into whether or not playing Santa is a big deal? Actually, I believe in the case of this man, playing Santa is actually quite a big deal. Are you saying that your body isn't exactly made of Santa quality stuff? Precisely, you hit the nail on the head, Agent Lang. Hey, Edgy, that's so incredibly mean. Tell me something, Larry. Did you know that Santa's job is to deliver presents to people all over the world? Of course I know that. I did graduate from junior high, In that case, it's your turn to tell me something. I want you to tell me to whom you were delivering a present to. I was delivering a present to a child not basking in the warm glow of love. Objection! That must be the most elegant description of you I've ever heard, but a lie is still a lie. You sure know how to kick a guy when he's down, you know that? In any case, the person you wish to deliver a present was most certainly this. I guess I have to give you the cold water. Take that! Huh, interesting case you have there, Mr. Suspect. Spread lies about me. I totally want to see Miss Albeck so much that I try to go down the chimney. Ow! I advise you to stop right there in your bashing of a lady. Well, I must admit that I myself hardly ever have the one to return into that lady. However, what if you are misinformed? and under the wrong impression. Then what? Define wrong impression. I simply mean that the man before you thought to enter the old lady's room without knowing one very important fact. And the fact is best summed with this. I guess this one.
Take that!
No way. But it's not really all that important, is it? It's always like this. You act inside my mind and then you bully me. That's why I refuse to look at it. Be quiet and just take a look. Well, if you say so, Franzi, but only because you say so, some people never change. Even if their attitudes do change at the whim of the woman. So, what's up with that anyway? Why, it's proof that you never even knew existed, of course. Oh, is that all? Well, I don't need it right now, so I'll just give it back to you. What? I've got you on the ropes now, don't I? Was that piece of evidence unrelated to the question at hand? Oh no. Quick's best sum up with this. I already know one very important fact when he tried to sneak into the old bed's room. I guess this one.
Take that!
Oh my god. What is... Alright. Best sum up with this. Alright, this one.
Take that!
Oh my god. That's 3-row failure. That's fucked up, man. Oh, this one.
Take that!
This is something the old lady received from her employer for the night. The girl who normally plays the pink princess. Mindy, was it again? It seemed that this man is quite taken with that actress. But that's not true, Edgy. She's the one with the heart for me. I just know it. I can feel her sexy beam piercing my heart when she's watching. Sexy beam, I tell you. You filthy, despicable, inconsiderate, fickle, idiotic, cowardly appreciation of a man. You haven't matured at all since we last met. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Yes? This guy, he's got bigger problem than just getting involved in murders, I take it. I suppose you could put it that way. Hey, what the heck, man? I don't get you guys at all. Why do we all have to make me out to be some sort of bad guy? To return to the original topic, I propose that at least this much has been made clear. Without any knowledge that Miss Mindy had fallen ill, Larry tried to make his way into the Pink Princess room. That much we know for sure. Hey, Edgy, looks like I've got the hang of this court thing now. But we're not in court at the moment. Shut up, I see what's going on here. And it's look like what you do in court. I guess old boy here still has something he'd like to say. Like Z says, until the root of the tongue dries, one never knows the whole truth. You shouldn't form a conclusion until everything is out in the open, which is why I'll listen. Alright then, get ready to listen to me defeat Edgy in a battle of wits. Larry, have you forgotten that should I lose your victory prize will be your arrest? Yeah, if I lose you're gonna get arrested. So I think that all I wanted to do was to visit Mindy. Well, I dressed up as Santa and climbed up to the chimney, but the smoke was really thick. It was a case of a mistaken identity, and that mistake made me late for the speech. Then to top it all off, I become a suspect in a murder. That's what you really mean. But why would I ever put myself through so much humiliation on purpose? Hey, someone say something. Larry, are you seriously trying to submit this not as a confession, but as a testimony? So what if I am? Is there something wrong with that? My claim is a claim. Claim my claim. Do you have a problem with that? So it was you. You're my stalker. But I should warn you, it doesn't matter what kind of flattery you throw at me. I'm the devoted type of woman. Wholly focused on long as Ejipo is alive, I can just stop him and unfair for long I can. Earlier I just spent the time in all of my Ejipo as I stay completely true my will. I'm so inspired. You're such an inconsiderate, thoughtless, idiotic, and all around completely worthless man. I thought I heard something ominous just now, but perhaps it was just my imagination. I believe there's nothing further for me to prove at this point. What do you mean? Of course, you still got something to prove. You still have to show me proof that I was trying to meet up with Mindy. Proof, you say? Remember, IG, everything is evidence in court, right? You mean evidence is everything in court, Larry. But I understand your point. Yes, see, I'm totally pro at this now. Very well, if you wish to see the evidence, then let me show the last piece of evidence you'll ever wish to see. Because of this letter.
Objection!
Larry, don't even think about denying that you have knowledge of this letter. Ha 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 hey! Why are you showing that thing to me? Wendy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight, your loving night. Well, isn't that just romantic? But you weren't able to descend on her from above, for you, Mr. Loving Knight. Ah, I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't remember a thing.
Objection!
You can pretend to be ignorant all you like, but it's written right here. This letter proves that you were not out to meet the old lady, but rather that you were attempting to pay Miss Mindy a visit. What part of this letter showed that the person Larry had intended was Mindy?
Take that!
Larry, I suggest you take a penmanship lesson. That is, if you never wish to experience this level of embarrassment again. What the heck? What are you talking about? Speak English. You wrote Mindy so slowly that it became Wendy to the average eye. Hey, stop picking on me. It's so embarrassing. There, isn't that what childhood friends are for? They're the best, aren't they? For punching, but that will have to wait until this crime scene. Wait, AJ, save me from the scary man. Sure, if you're willing to make amends, starting with your incredibly embarrassing mistake. That wasn't me. Come again? It's a prank. Someone's out to get me, so they made that fake letter to set me up. Accept your defeat graciously. But you guys are being so mean.
Hold it!
Penmanship analysis. What's that? No matter who, all people have certain unique features to their handwriting. Ergo, all we have to do is compare handwriting in this letter to a sample of yours, and we'll learn soon enough that it was that sent this letter. I'll never write another thing in my life.
Hold it!
It's no use, Mr. Loving Knight, for you've already graciously provided me with a sample of your handwriting.
Take that!
This autograph and our mysterious letter. Your handwriting will know the answer to our question soon enough. Confess now, Larry, to your miserable failure. I'm sorry. I did it. It was me causing trouble again. I admit it. You hit the right on the head, Edgy. So he finally confessed. I saw the pink princess being carried around in a stretcher and got worried, alright. I wanted to go into Mindy's room, but the doctors wouldn't let me in. So what choice did I have? It was the chimney or bus, Edgy. You might jump from the door to the chimney? What a criminally overreactive imagination. Well, at least I was honest and wrote Mindy a letter and stuck it under the door. That way she wouldn't be so shocked when I came down to the chimney. Except for the fact that the letter was an utter failure at conveying said sentiment. I'm really sorry. Larry, you may be shameful good for nothing back on the face of humanity. However, I also knew you were the killer. I told you to trust me, because at the very least I can attest to that about you. Gee, you're... We've lost a lot of valuable time because of you. Ow! In any case, I believe we can say that we now know exactly what happened. Mr. Larrybat sought to climb down the chimney, for access to the crime scene, but to enter the room for the elderly lady was there. Great job, Mr. Prosecutor. Although I still find it a bit unbelievable that the two of you are friends. But the suspicion on that guy over there isn't completely resolved yet, so don't get any funny ideas about running off, okay? Oh, hey, what? Edgy, what does the wolfman mean when he says I'm not off the hook yet? He means the murder weapon. Larry, did you forget? There are 2 layers of suspicion hanging over your head. That's exactly what I mean. We can only rely on the words of the suspect after all. He may have figured out where he was and what he was doing all night. But the bloodstained samurai sword that was left at the crime scene, as long as there is no satisfactory explanation for that, this wolf will refuse to ease up on his bite. Edge, that guy. He looks like he's seriously about to take a bite out of me. I'm well aware, and you should be as well, that this upcoming battle will be crucial. Thanks to the cooperation of our lovely bumbler, I've been dealt a very nice hand and a sweet trump card. Looks like we're about to enter a final bout. Now, Mr. Prosecutor, let's see what you've got. I can easily point out the contradiction in the supposed murder weapon, but the real problem for me is figuring out what the real murder weapon is. This will be a high-stakes gamble, but this one game I can't afford to lose. Ooh. I was the one who found the body of the victim, Thomas too. Beside him was the samurai sword, glittering red and offering up the scent of blood. It was supposed to be in the steel samurai's dressing room, but I found it here instead. Plus, I found the murder weapons on the suspect, Larry Butts, in here too. Isn't it a bit far-fetched to accuse someone simply on the basis of ownership? But this owner wanted to sneak onto the crime scene. I think there's plenty to go on, don't you?
Hold it!
If you're really alluding to his reason for being by the chimney, we've already established that. Hold on there, Mr. Prosecutor. You two are long-time friends, right? Who's to say you didn't fabricate the evidence to give him an alibi? Huh? You're accusing me of fabricating evidence? You think I can believe anything you produce? Forging evidence is all you prosecutors do, but... Huh? This man has some serious issues with prosecutors. But come on, I can think of something as complicated as that, right, KG? Larry, I can agree because I know you and your personality well. However, Agent Lang knows nothing about you, or me, for that matter. I sense his hatred my entire profession emanating from his entire being, meaning that the only way I can prove Larry's innocent is to present irrefutable evidence. Bodies from the master beside him as the samurai sword glittering red and offering up the scent of blood. I was supposed to be in.
Hold it!
Larry has already testified that he forgot the samurai sword here. Yeah, I was shaking hands with the ambassador in here and I left it behind by accident. So what? You lied earlier, so who's to say that this excuse isn't just another lie? But I forget stuff all the time, right, Eddie? Tell him. Why don't you tell him yourself? You see, what did I tell you earlier? You wanted by such a pathetically weak excuse. Yes, well, I know that it's not possible to prove such an excuse as truth. And yet you offered up a fact you are a worse person than I originally thought. You are free to think what you like, however. I know that Larry is not the killer. Agent Lang, please continue with your argument. I'll expose the flaw in it soon enough.
Hold it!
Just because he is the owner of the weapon, therefore he must be the killer, is it? No, climbing all the way up the chimney is plenty suspicious in my books as well.
Objection!
Regarding that, I've already drawn the truth out, and the truth is one thing I don't ban. It doesn't matter if it's you or whoever, you prosecutor all are the same. And as for me, prosecutor are the one thing I don't trust in.
Objection!
An agent who doesn't trust prosecutor. What are you playing at? Sorry sis. But there are only two things I trust, my subordinates and evidence at the crime scene. It's prosecutor, but as long as he trusts evidence that has been left at the crime scene, then there's something I can show him that he can believe in. Simply possible that the samurai is the real. It's not possible. It's simply not possible that the samurai resort is the real murder weapon, so I shall focus on proving that point again first.
Hold it!
Excuse me, but glittering red and offering up the scent of blood? Do I have to spell it out for you? I mean, the sight and smell of blood, of course. And according to the test, the blood on the sword belongs to the victim. The sword was made only to be used on stage, so it's not sharp. But it's pretty weighty. It's certainly heavy enough to beat someone to death with, which led me to suspect the victim was beaten to death with the sword. Beaten to death, huh? This last statement is too important, just let's slip by. He could be killed with the handler of this knife. And then compared to the Baaack's knife and this larger on the presence.
Hold it!
So the sword is covered in the victim's blood. Yeah, the lepers have confirmed the blood on the sword matches the victims, but the sword is as dull as vanilla and blood is just a stitch part of the rock. The steel samurai is all about safety gloves, so you can't use it like a real sword. The steel samurai has spoken. The pink princess also appears to have something she like to petition to you personally. What the pink princess would like to say can wait for the day after eternity. Anyway, my point is that even though the sword is too dull to slice with, it's certainly heavy enough to bludgeon someone to death with. Therefore,
Hold it!
about this samurai sword, have you received a report from forensics yet? They confirmed that the blood on the sword belongs to the victim. Alright, but have they confirmed that the outline of this wound is consistent with the weapon? Tell me something, do you see the dead body right there in front of you? So if they were conducting the autopsy right now, should that body not be here? Well, I suppose so. I guess they must still be investigating this room. Meaning that it's possible that he doesn't know about that piece of evidence through nature. Anything else you like to chit chat about? No? Good, now let's continue. I guess I have no other choice. Bismillah. No. Okay, this one.
Objection!
God. What did I miss? Did I miss something? So what kind of
Hold it!
Oh, I guess the spear is the right answer. Do you know what this is, Agent Lang? It's long spear, right? We used to use those a lot in my country a long time ago. Piercing, mowing people down. Spears are the weapon of heroes throughout the history. It's the next most effective weapon after the whip. I think the whip is in a slightly different category. So what's your point? Are you going to tell me that the spear is the real weapon? No, I simply want you to take a look at this section here. The way it's bent. Precisely. Apparently, a certain troublemaker hid it against the wall in the embassy earlier. And as you can clearly see, the inside of the steel samurai's weapons are hollow. In other words, they're replicas that aren't strong enough to deliver damaging blow, let alone the multiple strikes necessary to bludgeon someone to death, and yet there's not even a dent in the samurai sword. How do you explain that? Yeah! Oh yeah, the sword and the spear are made of the same stuff, so they bend easily, but I wish they make them out of better stuff because the spear got bent. I wasn't able to do my special early summer range jab move. Man, I get such earful from director of the play for not doing it in the show. The Steel Samurai's special move was changed tonight because of him. He's panicking over there. Ouch! That's more than enough of your whiny whimpering. Now, back to the topic of the spear. Yes, let's return to the real topic of the discussion. This is where the real gamble begins. I don't have a real strategy per se, so all I can do for now is let the chips fall where they may. Using guesswork and taking risks in place of real logic is hardly the form karma. It's neither smart nor very clever. Miss Potter, as you know, unlike your father, I am not a genius prosecutor. Thus, I doubt his record of a 30-year win streak will ever be broken. But perhaps it is for the best if it remains unbroken. For no one should have conceived of the nation to conflict all defended in the first place.
Objection!
What a foolishly foolish statement from a foolish fool who hates to lose. It's the job of a prosecutor to make sure that all defendants are found guilty in court. There's nothing more important in this world than a perfect victory.
Hold it!
That may be your opinion, however. I don't believe that's all we are. As a prosecutor, what I foresee is not the perfect victory, but the perfect truth. And if that means that the bridge I must cross will crumble beneath my feet, then let it crumble as I walk on towards the truth.
Knuckle back!
You're good at keeping me entertained, Mr. Prosecutor, but you know, humans are delicate creatures. The slightest bump and we expire. I'd like you to consider, if you will, the possibility that the sword was used in such a way that the attack killed the must do without bending it. So what do you think of my hypothetical scenario? I think you know what to do here, right? And what you need. Of course, what I need is evidence even he can refute. This is it. It's time to bring this to a close. To kill someone, and under these circumstances, it's the only logical conclusion. We search the embassy top to bottom, but the victim's blood is only to that weapon. So isn't it only natural that suspicion will fall onto the owner of said weapon? Yeah, it's only natural. How long do you intend to cling onto that preposterous theory? As long as I want, because we examined every corner within the walls of this embassy. There's no stone we've left unturned, and we've managed to come up with only one logical conclusion, that the only place inside this embassy with the victim blood on its this world.
Hold it!
You left no stone unturned? Is that a fact?
Knuckle back!
If you've got something to say, then say it in the only way I respect, Mr. Prosecutor. Yes, of course. In that case, allow me to make it all crystal clear for you.
Hold it!
The only place where you could find blood was on the samurai sword. That's right, even with luminol, which means that there are no other possibilities except what I've already outlined. If you believe that there is no other door of possibility left to open, then allow me to force one open for you.
Knuckle back!
And how do you plan to do that? By showing you what may possibly be the real murder weapon.
Not so fast!
Huh. The real murder weapon. I had to repeat myself, but my men have already searched every last inch of this embassy, and they've concluded that nothing else could have been used as the weapon. Knowing this fact, do you still want to press forward to your little hypothesis? Of course, because it's not possible that your men inspected everything in their investigation.
Not so fast!
What are you talking about? I don't appreciate mind games, and I don't appreciate it when people like you slander my men.
Hold it!
I'm not slandering them, I assure you. I'm merely pointing out that their investigative directorate has a few holes in it. Namely, that there is something your men couldn't even lay a finger on. And that item is the real murder weapon. Alright then, I'll play along for now. This real weapon that killed the mass dude. What exactly is it? The real murder weapon which not a single person has yet to touch is this. The missing knife, I suppose. But how could I show that?
Take that!
Oh no.
Not so fast!
Oh my god. Alright. Do I have to... I've already investigated. Why there is a missing pedal in? Then what is the murder weapon? I guess this one in there.
Take that!
Oh no.
Not so fast!
Oh my god. I'm gonna save scum here. Oops. Alright, I guess. Let's kill the mouse. Let's get to that thing. I know. This is what it is. Not a single person has yet to touch. This is
Take that!
The national treasure of Alabas. You mean the primitive statue? Yes, and as you know, only the ambassador and his secretariat may touch it, which I believe means that neither of you nor your men were able to examine it, correct?
Not so fast!
Ha ha ha! You know very well that if you did that, there had been an international incident between the Kingdom of Alabas and the Republic of Babel. The two countries' precious relationship teeters in the balance over a stupid fight related to a serpenity statue. But I'll be damned if I let something go unexamined.
Hold it!
Agent Lang, if you could take a look at this. The direction of the statue is facing just before and after the crime scene are different, and there is only one conclusion I can draw from that. Go look for Ambassador Alba and get him to give us the okay to examine the statue. Shifu, you can listen to this infidel sword. He is most definitely trying to trick you. Shifu, please, let's be rational about this. Grr. Tang Zi says. Just go already. Yes, sir. Shifu. Yeah? I'm really sorry, sir, but I was unable to convince the ambassador. I was unable to obtain permission for us to examine the primitive statue. I see. Wait, but then the investigation is at a standstill. Agent Lang, I will go and speak with the ambassador personally. Save your breath, he may act all weak and feral, but that old man's one tough cookie. But I guess you've gotta be tough when you're representing the whole country, you know. Agent Lang, what do you want? Let's just hurry up and examine the statue already. But Shifu, what about causing an international incident? Quiet. I'll take the fall if I have to later.
Hold it!
Agent Lang, the hypothesis is mine, so if someone is to take the responsibility, let it be me. Responsibility? If you're going to talk in such a heavy terms, maybe I should let you. It'd be a real problem for my man if something were to happen to me. Alright then, less talk and more investigating. If you want to know the truth, we can't stop here. Action must be taken. Agent Lang, I like to run a liminal chemiluminescence test in the statue. A liminal test? Ah, good thinking. If the statue with the murder weapon, then some of the victim's blood should be on it. Okay, let's get the forensic teams in here. Ha, looks like you hit the jackpot, Mr. Prosecutor. I guess this means that this is the real weapon that killed the mask. Indeed, but I wouldn't celebrate that if I were you. This doesn't let your friend off the hook. It doesn't prove that he didn't kill the mask though, so the charge remains. We are hardly done examining this statue, Agent Lang. Knowing that this is the real weapon, I believe further examination is required. Ah, you think so? Okay then, knock yourself out. Okay, we've got it. And what do we have here? This dirty smudge. It looks like a handprint. Haha. What's a definitive bit of evidence like you doing under here? Looks like you've got some fingerprints to analyze. Yeah. Worst case scenario, these prints belong to Larry. But it looks like it's too late for me to do anything about that. Please. Hey forensic guy, I want the result on these fingerprints ASAP. You hear me? I shall say ASAP. Agent Lang, I have the analysis results here. Good, and? Sir, about the prints we lifted from the bottom of the statue, well, you know, the victim of the murder in the Babylon's embassy, the prints belong to him, Mr. Manikochan, sir. But that's... What's going on around here? No, that's impossible. Each primitive statue can only be handled by someone of the country, but by the very fact that Mr. Kochan's fingerprints are on this one, it leads me to only one conclusion. The statue is actually Babel's primitive statue. Impossible, it can't be. Larry never once set foot on the Babel itself, so he was free to go. However, this new piece of information only served to confuse us even further. The ringleader of the smuggling operation was killed with an alabastrian knife in Babel, and the master was killed understand soil, it bubbles national treasure. And the mystery of the great Yatagarasu visit both countries. The pieces were there, but I had yet to see the big picture of they were from. I think the suspect is the sick girl. Yeah, the one who got replaced by old hack. Okay, anyway, that's all I've got the time for today. I'm gonna end it here and have a nice day.